What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bitcast episode 8. It's January 5th. Happy New Year. It's 2020, new decade. Pretty excited for this year. This is the year of the Bitcoin halving. For those of you that don't know, that's when BTC's supply schedule gets cut in half. So the BTC that the miners are getting rewarded gets cut in half. So like the BTC that's getting supplied to the network gets cut in half on sometime in May of this year. So I think it's going to lead to, they always say buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So that a lot of people, the discussion is, is the halving priced into Bitcoin already? Was this the Bitcoin halving pump and we're correcting from that? I personally don't think so. I think this was just a local bottom, and there was a lot of demand down here, and we popped, and now we're correcting. So I have to think that we will probably see some sort of pump between now and May, or we could just see further correction and maybe some sideways action. But we're going to get into kind of where I see Bitcoin at right now relative to its cycle, because as you can see, Bitcoin goes through bullish cycles and bearish cycles, and I see some similarities. If we put some moving averages on here, we can kind of see some similarities where we might be in the cycle after this correction here. So yeah, we've been correcting. This is the weekly chart. Each candle represents a week of price action, and you can see the past few weeks we've been pretty stable in this area. Been talking about this level a lot. It's the 618 fib level. We came down and kissed this support level down here. If you pull up the fib, you can see that it's right at that 618 area, 72.62. Price is above that right now. It's holding as support. So that's a good sign. Another good sign, if we pull up this little diagonal trend line, you can see price has been reacting around this trend line for a while. It's been resistance, we got above it, then it was holding that support, and then we finally broke through it, and now we're back on the other side of it, and it's holding as support so far. We've tested it twice on the weekly, so that's a good sign. I don't hold that level as important as this level right here. This level right here, I'd like to see us get above that, and then I will get bullish. If we can close this weekly, the weekly closes tonight. If we can close this above 75.90-ish, so if we can close above 7,600, I'd be pretty bullish. But I've been stacking Bitcoin down here. My investment thesis is I buy a little bit every month, and I've got the long-term outlook of 5 to 10 years, depending on how long the cycle lasts. Usually a Bitcoin cycle lasts a couple years from the previous high, 2013 to 2017. So it's a 4-year cycle. And from 2017, we're in 2019, so we could be mid-cycle right now. So I think we're going to see some bullish momentum in the second half of the 4-year cycle, and I'm just really bullish around this area. I know price is still stuck underneath this level right now, so the trend is down. Everything is bearish. The macro trend is bearish. But like I said, if we can get above this level, we're already on this side of the diagonal. I would be more bullish. If we look at the RSI support level from all of 2018, if we bring that over, you can see that we bounced off of it over here. That's a good sign. We're above this level. That's bullish. But like I said, until we break out of this downtrend, everything is still a bearish outlook. So you have to be aware the trend is bearish. If you're buying against the trend. So you have to be aware of that. But like I said, having a long-term outlook, I would much rather be accumulating at these levels than have BTC pop and me miss, a dollar cost average down here. So there's a trader on Twitter that brought something up interesting about a moving average. It was a 2-year moving average on the daily, and you can see that price has reacted off of it on a few occasions. Actually came down here, tested it as support, and then we finally broke below it, and now it's been acting as resistance. Price hasn't been able to get above it. But if we look at today's daily, we're actually still above it. So if we can get a close above this, this would be a good sign. Got a bull div here on the RSI. Price is kind of level, but the RSI is going up. If we take this 2-year moving average and look back at the previous bull market, so let's say, okay, this is the 2013 run out, and then the correction, it bottomed. We can call this the 2018 bottom, right before the new year. And then prices was kind of stagnant, and then it popped like it did in 2019, got above this 2-year moving average, got trapped below it. That's kind of where I feel like we're at right now, because we got above it on this move, came back below it, got stuck below it, or was fighting it, and then we finally got above it and slowly grinded our way into the 2017 bull market. If we look at it over here, we had the bull run, we corrected, we got below it, we popped above it, and then we corrected back below it, and now we're kind of fighting it again. So if we can get back above this 2-year, I think we're like right here, and if we can get above it, it will look very similar to the beginning of the 2017 bull run. So we're at a decision point level. I mean, we could keep going sideways. This range that we're in, I mean, it's like, whoops, $6,600s to $7,800s. We've been in this range since November. If we can break out of this range, if we break up, it's going to be great. If we break down, it's not going to be good. If we do break down, we've got major levels here at 5,500. It's always a possibility. The fact that we're hanging around this 618 fib, I think, this is just, I think we're accumulating over here. This looks like accumulation. We've got a potential head and shoulders bottom, inverse head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, if price breaks the neckline, price should react pretty favorably to the upside. I would say we'd probably test this 9K area if that happened, or at least the 8.5 area. Another thing, I posted, I've been following this ETH BTC fractal because it looks insanely similar to the BTC bottoming fractal at the end of 2018. Just compared to the fib levels, the number of times that it touches this overhead resistance, I mean, it's even got this little hiccup right here, the correction down, hiccup right here, correction down, it comes up, it tests this diagonal once, comes down, tests this diagonal again, comes down here to the 786 fib, comes down here to the 786 fib, and now I see we're getting this bullish momentum to the upside. If we can get above the 618 and back above this diagonal, that was the beginning of the 2019, 4-month bull run we had there, 6-month bull run. I mean, it might not be that, it might not be as big of a bull run. I'm not saying that is officially going to happen if we get above this level. I just think that looking at fractals like this and seeing how something plays out, this could be accumulation before upside, So I'm looking at it. I think it's interesting. It could be a thesis for ETH and bullish things to come. But overall, I'm accumulating at these ranges. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can close above this 2-year average. Right now we're above it. I think we've got an important weekly close today. See how it closes. If this weekly candle closes, up here or even above the 7,800 level, that would be fantastic, really. So that's all I got today. I just wanted to give you guys an update on Bitcoin and where I see it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Peace.